so today I'm here with my sister Erika. She just came over for a girls' day, and unexpectedly she surprised me. We'd been talking for a while about creating on-the-go makeup palettes where you just have a tiny little thing you can put in your purse or that works well for travel. And she surprised me by bringing over all the supplies. She's literally the best sister ever. So she's showing me how she takes the makeup from the various makeup sources, puts them in these little tiny pans, and then into this cute little case that she got me so that I can have this on the go. So yeah, what are we doing?
All right, so I just sanitized this one. I already washed it. And now we're gonna put highlighter in here, just letting the alcohol fully dry. And then what are you putting in these two?
I'm putting a little under eye concealer thing, and then this just cheap eyeshadow.
Okay, you want me to cut into this one?
Cut it!
It's really pretty color. Do you mind if I... Ooh.
It's really nice. I feel like for a cheap eyeshadow, it's kind of a color that works on anyone. I feel bad I'm just watching you do it, but...
I kind of like doing it. There's only so much I can do for myself on this.
Oh, that's so satisfying.
It's really satisfying.
Yeah.
There's something just like very soothing about doing this. It's like an arts and craft project, and it's like you get to appreciate what you have. One done. Okay, so I think this is dry, so let's do Merit.
Yeah, this is my favorite highlighter, period. So how did you get into doing this or discover this?
I love little things. Like, you know how I just love travel-sized everything?
Yeah,
and feeling like I can pack everything in a bag and go, and I could go for days.
Mm-hmm.
That's my dream, is to have a little purse that I could live out of for days. Well, for a long time I didn't wear much makeup, so I could fit all the makeup I owned in like a tiny little pouch. And then when I started getting into makeup more, I was obsessed with like maintaining that portability. The idea of like a little palette that's totally unique to me, like only my favorite products and exactly what I want, but is like super slim and portable, is like, it just tickles all the little things that I love. And I think it's because I feel so chaotic and like out of control a lot of the time. Like, I can't find anything. I'm supposed to be somewhere. I can't get out the door fast enough. But like, this is just so compact and simple. It's like I don't have to think about it. And it makes me feel like one less thing to worry about.
It's like a little mini oasis in life.
Yeah. Last one.
Also, one thing we discovered earlier in this process, or that I discovered because you're experienced with this, but is that, for example, with this Merit Flush Balm, this was an old one that I had used all the way till it was entirely flat, and it was getting a little harder to get the color onto my face, so I moved to a new one, but I kept the old one because, you know, I like to keep and collect. That was a mistake probably, but it wasn't a mistake, because Erika was able to dig deep into this and totally repurpose it so that we have this entire tin came from this one that I had retired. So I wasn't even going to use all this product. And so it's actually a way to make your product go further by taking the last bit of the dregs of the makeup and putting it into a tin to go. So it's
actually still even more in there.
There's still more in there.
We could keep digging and fill one of these little tins with it if we wanted like a smaller size of that.
And I think what's also satisfying about this is that you can feel like you have a full face in your purse. You have all the products you need for touch-ups at any time. You could even, heck, like stay overnight somewhere you don't expect and still have a fresh face in the morning because you have all your products. But it's tiny, so you don't mind bringing it with you everywhere.
It's so tiny, and it's literally everything you need.
Yeah. And so just to clarify, your process was you have the tins, you have the thing to put in the tins that's magnetic, and then you washed out the tins, then alcohol swabbed them so they're really, really clean, and then you just cut down the makeup, pushed it in, and that's the point that we're at.
Yep. And you could end here. So if you don't want to melt your makeup, this is great. And like as you use it with your finger, it's just gonna like smooth down. So this could be a finished product, and you could smooth it a little more with a spatula. But we're gonna do the fun version that I like to do and melt it. So it's really smooth, and it looks like brand new makeup that you bought.
Love it.
We're gonna do it on just like a regular pan that you'd like cook something in.
Oh.
I brought parchment paper so we can put that underneath so that you don't get any makeup on the pan by accident. And then just put it on low heat and just like watch it slowly melt. Just like nice and gradual, and then when it feels like kind of okay, take it off, and you can put it in the fridge to cool if you want. Just be careful not to spill, or just let it like harden on the counter. Sometimes I'll put parchment paper over if I want to like put it in the fridge or something. And then you have a palette.
Oh my gosh, so cool. Let's go to the kitchen. We're putting it together. This. Oh my gosh, it fits so perfectly. Gorgeous. Okay, so we finished the process and Eric and I started hanging out, so I stopped filming. But here's the final product. It's extremely handy. It's very small. I mean, look at it in comparison to the size of my hand. It's really tiny and it's very thin. And I do think Erika found a really good option for the container, but there are all kinds of to-go containers you can find online. So let's give it a go. I'm just using my fingers to throw on the makeup as if I were totally on the go. And I feel like this product is working just as well as it normally does. I have to admit, I feel like this camera is very forgiving of my blemishes pre-makeup. Thank you, camera. Okay, now I'm going in with some of the blush. And a little bit of the bronzer. I'm not really thinking about it too deeply, how I'm putting on the products, but... And now some of the highlighter. I think probably a smart move is to put products in here that you can use your fingers with. That's my preference. Powder also, Erika told me, is a different beast. Quite often she recommends you just buy the trays. You can often buy trays pre-made if you're gonna do powder. Now, one other limitation is, you know, if you want to put a lip in here. I talked about this with Erika and she recommended just don't have a lip in here, especially since there's limited real estate, because it is true, I usually like to have 1 or 2 lips with me anyway, so it's not adding that much to throw that in my purse. And then the one other limitation is mascara or any other eye or eyebrow products. If you're really into those, you might need to pack a little extra case for that, or you might still have, you know, a bigger makeup bag in general. I'm not saying this is totally replacing everything for me, but it might be more of an everyday thing that I use, that I keep in my purse, that's easy for touch-ups if I'm on the go or for travel, and just keeping my routine simple, which I really like. I still got to do my eye makeup and all that, but I just wanted to show you what it's like. I just used my fingers, kept it really easy and simple, and that's about it. I'm just gonna end it there for now. Thank you so much for spending this little bit of time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.